Hi everyone, welcome back to Cheese and Turtles. My name's Imogen. In today's video, I'm sharing 5 ways that you can identify a good mentor. If you're not already subscribed, make sure to do that, give this video a thumbs up, follow me on Instagram, and let's get started. So I've mentioned in other videos that having a good mentor is a real kind of like shortcut or cheat code almost to improving your personal growth, improving your productivity, and just in general focusing on your self-development and really accessing all the knowledge that you can access, okay? So having a good mentor or a good role model is really, really important. But how do we know when someone is a good mentor or when someone is a good role model? I've put together some tips in this video for you, so hopefully you too can experience the benefits that having a lovely role model or mentor can bring, and you know how to identify them. Let's get started. So the first thing that I want you to look for in a good role model or a good mentor is to ask yourself, have they achieved things that you want to achieve? That's the whole point, okay? That's the whole point of this exercise. They might be the loveliest person in the entire world, but if they haven't actually been successful with a goal that you are trying to be successful at, then they won't be able to teach you what you want to know, okay? So you need to verify that that person has been successful at a goal that you are currently trying to achieve, because that's literally the whole point. We look for mentors to give us knowledge, we look for mentors to give us like a path of action and to really just kind of help us out, because we are at an earlier stage in our personal development journeys than they are, at least on that specific goal, whatever it may be, okay? So you just need to make sure that whatever goal you're looking to achieve, they've already achieved. They need to be further on than you are in that journey. All right, number 2, do you admire them as a person and not just for their achievements? So are they generally a good person and a good role model? What I mean by this is somebody might have achieved a lot and they might be really successful, but they might be a terrible person. And it's not just about achieving a goal, okay? Personal development is about becoming the best person, you know, the kindest person, the most self-aware person, the sort of most moral person. Sticking to your values is really important for self-development, not just the achievement of goals. And that's why I really like to talk about this sort of context a lot in my videos. Like, yes, I can give you tips as to how to achieve your goals and be productive until like I'm blue in the face. But if I don't also teach you or give you insights into how to be a good person when you're achieving those goals, then it's really not as useful, okay? So they might be a great and very successful and very like high achieving person, but are they also a good person? Do they have a kind heart? You know, do they seek to make other people's lives better? Do they seek the common good? So it's really important to pay attention to how they interact with other people, especially other people who are less successful than them. I find that people who are, you know, really successful, they kind of either take one or two paths. They take the path of being like, oh yes, look at me, I'm amazing, the rest of you are trash because you aren't as successful as me. Or they'll take the path of being like, I have this experience and I really want to share it with the rest of you so you can all learn. Okay, so are they really generous with their knowledge and experience, or are they really immature and kind of like flexing their power over everyone without really helping? Okay, so are they a good person? Do you get like good vibes from them? Are they actively like seeking to make a positive difference to other people as well as themselves? All right, the next thing that you need to look for is, are they patient and do they listen well? Okay, so this is kind of part of being a good person. And to be fair, this characteristic is more relevant if you're actually interacting with this role model or this mentor, because you can have role models like, you know, like maybe you look up to a famous scientist, or there's a writer you really admire, or it's someone who's on like running a YouTube channel that you don't necessarily speak to in person. I wouldn't know anyone like that, but if you have a role model in real life who's like a supervisor or like a thesis advisor or something like that, then it's really important, paramount even, that they're really patient and they listen well, because you're going to make mistakes. That's part of the learning journey. And if someone is a good mentor, they will understand that you're going to make mistakes, and they are going to like make sure that it's a safe and healthy learning environment for you, because everyone makes mistakes. They're not going to get angry or upset at you for that, and they're going to listen really well to you so they can understand your needs in that learning environment, okay? So a good mentor must be patient, and a good mentor must listen well, either in the sort of virtual sense where they are just like, you're not interacting with them directly, but it's a sign that they're a good person, or in the sort of like more practical sense where you're meeting up with them and they are creating a positive and safe and secure learning environment for you. All right, the next thing that you need to look for is, are they always looking to improve? Nobody is the finished project. every good mentor understands that they still have stuff to learn. Pretty much every good mentor has a mentor themselves, okay? There's always going to be someone who has a better skill or who's like better at a specific skill than you are, okay? There's always going to be someone with more knowledge, more experience. The only exception to this is if you've won a Nobel Prize, and if you've won a Nobel Prize, then I don't think you need my advice at all, okay? So are they always looking to improve? We are all human and we all can look to improve, and everyone is a work in progress. Your mentor should be humble enough to realize that. Again, if they're really humble enough to know that they could be wrong and to always seek more knowledge, to seek curiosity, to seek learning, okay, then that's a really green flag. And that points back to the whole thing of them being a good person, which I talked about earlier. So again, I know some of these are like a little bit repetitive and like saying they're a good person in this way, they're a good person in that way, but I think these things that I'm talking about, especially the looking to improve, the constant growth mindset thing, is really central to them being a good mentor, because learning how to be a mentor is the goal they're working on, okay? So just like you're working on learning the goal which they're teaching you, they're trying to teach you better, okay? So you're both in the space of like personal growth, personal development, and they should be looking to improve just as much as you are. And finally, are they open to sharing their methods and insights? Now, everyone you look at might tick these boxes, okay? They might have achieved something you want to achieve. They might be a really amazing person, like they're always seeking to improve everything around them. They are really patient, they listen well, and they're always looking to improve their own personal development as well. So we've got to this point where they have like 4 amazing characteristics of a fantastic mentor. However, not everyone is open to sharing their methods and insights. And this doesn't necessarily mean they're a bad person. It doesn't necessarily mean they're gatekeeping knowledge. But sometimes when you ask someone to be a mentor, it can be like, it's a lot, okay? Especially if you're meeting them like one-on-one in person. Like they might not have time in their schedule for that. They might, they might be really burned out. They might have like other commitments that stop them from having time for you. They might be in a stage of life where they're really trying to focus on their own growth, okay? And they might not want to share their insights for privacy reasons. So a lot of the stuff I share on this channel is very lifestyle based, and a lot of it is based on my own personal experience. And I've made the decision to kind of sacrifice some of my privacy a little bit, because I think sharing these experiences is worth it, and I think it's valuable for you guys to hear. And also because for the most part, like my privacy is really respected and I have solid boundaries, but not everyone feels that same way. And obviously if someone has boundaries around what they will and won't share, and they have like a real sort of like commitments to privacy to a larger extent, and that's completely fine, completely valid, then they might not be open to sharing their methods and insights. So obviously, someone might be the perfect mentor, but if they're not willing to mentor you, you've got to go find someone else. So those are 5 ways to identify a good mentor. I hope this was helpful. If you're not already subscribed, make sure to do that. Give this video a thumbs up. Follow me on Instagram. I'll see you next time. Okay, bye.